Hi guys, Ian here from Motorworks Garage, and we've got another little tool time with Motorworks Garage. We'd previously shown how we went and basically stored all of our power tools. Here they are. We use these 3D printed bases basically for holding the tools and holding the batteries, and we watched Amazon for when this 4-gang charger was up for grabs and grabbed one of them. So that's one thing that's basically sorted out. Now we get on to arranging toolboxes. Now I have quite a few toolboxes around. This one is a two-part deal. I've actually gone and swapped the base out. It was slightly taller, and this was on the top. And what I'm going to do is do away with all of these crappy steel spring holders for the sockets, and because we have the height in here, I'm going to look at some other way of putting them in here, and they will be of course separated between AF at the back, which we don't use that much of. But for the Mini, it's going to be at the front, and we're going to have all of that. So what I basically have to do is, well, you might think this is a pretty cool organizer that came with it. It really is pretty crappy. So I have all of these 1/2-inch drive that have to get split between AF and metric, along with some speciality sockets here. These are not quite, not really 1/2-inch drive, but they're speciality sockets that need to get kept handy. And this is the other one. It's really coming apart. So what I'm going to do is all of these will have to get split into AF and metric, and then we have to be able to come up with something for the Phillips driver. Actually, these are a Canadian thing. This is Robertson's. Then we get into the hexes, and we get into Torx. And as well, we're going to need to have somewhere to go and store all of this stuff, some way of storing these tools. Now, it might be a problem in a shallow drawer. These drawers all seem fairly shallow. Maybe this one would be something I can do, put something in there, and if it stands off a little bit, it doesn't matter, but we have a little bit more depth on the bottom one here. You saw this, as you can see, the T-handle metric and imperial wrenches here, you know, hex wrenches, Allen keys, whatever you want to call them. That takes it up an awful lot of space. Whether there's something that can do that, and I would have to put them in a box that is even deeper, or depending on how much space is left over here when we go and get rid of this lot. I'm not too sure. So it's something I'm going to look at having to come up with some sort of solution on. As you can see, that's all just nothing else than a bloody mess. So I need to do something so that I can easily get to this stuff. And then I have got these. Now these are 3/8 square. So something to hold these that's just better than these crappy spring deals, and these rotatable sockets are the same thing as well. Not a problem. I'd rather like to keep this stuff in here in the boxes, then I can easily find it. And you know, some way of storing files. Now, I guess if we could get something that could do it like that, and then it would, another one would be like that, that would actually go and save some space as well. If need be, we can take the bottom out of the drawer to get it lower. These are nothing special as far as height wise. Then I get into, I've got 3 bigger boxes on the bottom on this box. Of course, then there's the dealing with wrenches. These tend to get used pretty much all of the time. These are super handy. I'm going to need to have something. I'm probably going to use the lower drawers and get some sort of organizer that will stack these in a V, and that then will go and free up these drawers for other uses. So looks like a lot of wrenches, but there are 2 sets of these wrenches, and they're always handy if you need to use 2 ring ends. So 2 sets is probably the smart idea. I don't have as nice wrenches in the metric size, but these maximum ones from Canadian Tire that are ratcheting are pretty cool deals as well. So this box here is going to become my tool cart that is going to have a selection of tools that we can wheel out, a miniature version of what you see the NASCAR guys coming with. It'll have something you can drag it with. This will have some storage on the side where we can put these in. It's going to have storage on the back for us to keep our quick jacks, and on the side will be somewhere where I can go and put the hydraulic unit for the jacks. So this one, I'm not too sure. You can see it's just all a bit of a mess. We're basically moving stuff from one box to another box, and eventually we will sort it out. This box is going to, because it's going to become bigger, is going to end up going in here, and that box is going to go across and go in the back over there. And the idea being that stuff that's not used as often will be in this box at the back there. So I've started going and doing some layout here. I found these things, they're not special. Of course, the thing is that they don't quite fit in exactly, so I'm going to have to use a little bit of silicone to hold them in place, but that's the idea here, is just to go and do this. These are wider, and these here are deeper, so as you can see, it's just another bloody disaster setting up here. So that is basically what our, no, there's another box in underneath there, underneath our mold or buck for the mini dash. The idea is all of as much of the carbon fiber and composite stuff is going to go in that box there. So once this one gets put together and we can get rid of that stuff onto here, this space then becomes free as well. The welding table folds up. We'll have to find a place to put it, and you can see that for working on our composite stuff, I have made a fold-up table that will allow us to lay the fabric out, cut the fabric, all of that cool sort of stuff. So quite happy that everything on here has radically become less. This was all piled up to here, so we are getting there slowly, and we're going to keep you informed on exactly what we're going to get up to. We have some interesting thoughts. We have a Canadian company out west that's going to give us some ideas on storing our tools, and we are going to just go and put it away so that in the fall and the winter we're totally organized for getting full scale ahead and getting this damn thing finished. Okay, so thanks for watching. Make sure that you go and subscribe and keep up to date with what's going on, and tell your friends about it.